Last time I checked, a chassis of a car shouldn't look like this. And metal shouldn't be doing this either. But unfortunately, that is the sorry state of the underneath of my 1999 Toyota Land Cruiser. I've spent months welding up big holes all underneath them and replacing the rear quarter chassis, and I don't want to do that again. So I've come to the perfect place for the job, Eden Valley Automotive, to see Carl, who's going to ice blast the rest of the rust off and then underseal it to stop the rust in its tracks. So let's get cracking. It's mad, isn't it?
Yes.
How's that going to look when it's done?
Like a different car.
Like a different car. Well, hopefully we don't find any more surprises. We will.
We'll see. Ooh, brand new.
Brand new. Brand new.
Not brand new.
Not brand new. Not brand new. Brand new. This is brand new.
Lovely.
Brand new. Brand new. Not brand new. Proper old. Hole, but it doesn't matter. Brand new in there. That was completely porous. That whole thing was leaking.
Right.
Like I filled it up and
Yeah.
it got super leaky. But I painted all this. Oh, you see this chassis? This is all.
Yeah, I watched your video on that.
That there, welded it in here.
Done a good job.
Oh, thanks, dude. With the help of Martyn Jones, with his knowledge, because my gosh, he was like, just cut it off. And I'm like, oh, okay. I cut it off. But check this out. So I've got these ones on order. So they've got no disc brake cover there.
Yeah.
What we have here, and it's not very,
No, it's not the best, is it?
not the best, is it?
I think it's seen better days.
But I have got new ones on the way of them. So they're good. That's new. That's new. So what do you reckon? It looks, when I was chopping in with a like hammer and the chisel and stuff on the back just to clean it up, I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think with the chassis, some bits like the body mounts, they
Yeah.
look like it's horrible, but they're actually quite strong still.
Well,
Even though it's fancy.
there's only one way to find out. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
But first, should we have some lunch?
Oh yeah. Lunch. I've got something on the menu. Do you like burgers?
Do I like burgers?
Do you know anyone that can make purple buns?
You've not got purple. Have you got them?
Well, he tried. They're pink. I literally wanted to, I was like, I need purple buns. Like, and he's like, yeah, I can do that.
No.
We'll do it out of, what do you call it? Beetroot. Because it's frowned upon to make it out of food colouring in
Yeah.
the chef world. And I was like, yeah, go for it. I was like, just, yeah. So we got purplish buns.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing these.
Not quite
They look like
pink.
they're like raw meat.
Yeah.
They do look like raw meat. It's a great attempt though, and
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Oh, we're going simple today. We're not going to go fancy pants because we've got a lot to do on Colin. So I'm going to do smash burgers. So I've got my old trusty smash that I made in the trailer segment, that episode number 2. Thank you very much, Leo. Episode number 2, I made a burger smasher, and if you want to see that, or if you haven't seen it, I've linked in the description down below. It's an absolute cool project that we're doing. We're building an off-road overlanding camping trailer, bespoke to just going off-road. But today, smash burgers. We've got streaky bacon, we've got cheese, and we've got some special buns that a good friend of mine called Chris from the Wiltshire Pizza Box. If you're in Wiltshire and you love pizza, he's worth a visit because he makes cracking pizzas. So he's made pinkish purple, kinda brioche buns for the burgers, which I really appreciate. So Here's his Instagram. Take a look at it. It is incredible. So if you're in the area, like I said, have a visit. But today, smash burgers for Carl, myself, and Leo behind the camera. Done as I smash the burgers, and I've seasoned them with salt and pepper. I don't go too crazy with this one. Salt and pepper, smash them out here because I've got a grill. I haven't got the pan on the old Weber. So what I've done is I smashed it on the plate, the good old trusty smasher, and then put them on. I seared it, turn them over, chuck the bacon on because we're doing smash burgers, bacon, and some cheese. So a quick fix, especially at a shop like this. And we're smoking out the area. Kyle, ready, my dude?
Do I have to bite into this on camera?
You don't have to, no, because it'll be super hot. You don't have to.
I'm more worried about the mess. No. But that looks fantastic. Oh.
Is it good? You always have to like, oh yeah, on camera, don't you? It's like, yeah, like that. Yeah, that tastes good. Gutted, you're not having any. What an incredible smash burger that is. A treat for the workshop. Rolls, splendid. Now, we're done with this. We're gonna crack on and start ice blasting this. I'm gonna learn how to use it and do it and watch Kyle work his magic on underneath this truck. Can't wait.
So this is a present from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
It cost me £2.80 from B&Q.
Okay.
£2.80.
Site, we're on site.
Unfortunately, they only do extra large.
Oh.
I don't quite know why. But
you just saw extra large and you're like, I'm gonna make this guy look like an Oompa Loompa.
yeah, they were small, extra small, medium and large. But correct PPE, we've got to have it.
We've got to have it, especially with this stuff.
I was going to say take your shoes off first.
Oh. I got small feet.
So, compressor.
Yeah, that's a big compressor.
A big compressor.
Yeah.
Produces up to 10 bar of pressure.
10 bar of pressure?
Yeah. We very rarely need to go that high.
Okay.
We usually start on 5 bar-ish.
Yeah.
And just gauge what the condition's like and how it's removing what we're trying to remove, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, it brings pressure through this yellow pipe into the dry ice machine. We put dry ice pellets into there.
Yep. Into the hopper.
Into the hopper. And then that's it. We just point and shoot.
Point and shoot. Wow.
So
can you clean my shoes off?
Yes.
Can you clean? Yeah. So you can go on fabric?
Yeah.
It won't eat through my...
No.
No.
Not if we have the right settings.
Okay.
It'll take a lot to cut through them.
Really?
Probably
yeah.
wouldn't, to be honest.
No. Oh wow! So this is so kind of gentle, but still abrasive to clean up.
So like I say, it's technically non-abrasive cleaning.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you had it powerful enough and shot yourself, it would cut through your skin.
Oh, okay, we don't want to do that.
And you'll see when we're doing it, it's taking off paint, rust.
Yeah.
So it is powerful and it's not to be messed with.
You can clean all wiring underneath, that's all good and that's fine?
You can do anything within reason. You can even go over your paintwork.
Oh, wow.
If there was stone chips on the paintwork, it sometimes can get into that chip and flake the paint. But it's not, we don't use it on paint.
No, okay.
Just to give you an idea.
Okay.
Like when we go on the engine bay, there's going to be paint in the engine bay on the chassis that we will be cleaning.
Okay.
And it will clean it, and yeah, no issues.
So I've got a question for you, probably for the viewers as well. What's the difference between ice blasting and sandblasting? Obviously there's two different elements, but what's...
So sandblasting is abrasive. The only problem with sandblasting is you need to remove components that you wanting to clean on the vehicle.
Yep.
So for example, the subframe, the axles, they would have to come off the car because of all the electrical components. If you do sandblasting over any rubber, fabric, plugs, it'll just cut straight. Yeah, it'll cut straight through it. With the ice blasting, like I say, it's a non-abrasive cleaning method technically. It's not designed to fully remove deep rust back to the bare metal like sandblasting would.
Yep.
But like I say, because with sandblasting you need to remove all the components, it just takes so much time, money, labour.
Cost effective. Yeah.
Usually 9 times out of 10 it's just not worth doing it when the cost of the vehicle is going to be tiny compared to what it would cost to remove everything and sandblast it.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is polishing
a turd. Yeah, you've got to say it. We are polishing a turd.
But in a very good and professional way.
Yeah.
The aim with what we do is to prolong the vehicle's life as much as possible. To give you an example, Dinatrol, one of the wax oil products we use, it has a 5 to 7 year life.
Okay, wow.
So we will get 7 years out of it because we're fully cleaning and prepping and drying the service.
We're doing it professionally. We're not...
Yeah.
Obviously, 5 to 7 years. If you were to do it at home with a wire brush and get as much off, you won't get as much life out of it if we were to ice
Even
blast
with a
it.
wire brush, you're going to remove a lot, but if you were to rub your finger on, you'd still see loads of brown rust there. Whereas here, with the ice, it's fully cleaning it and it's fully drying it at the same time.
Yeah.
You could pressure wash it again. Pressure washing's not going to get rid of deep rust, flaking, oil, grime, and then you've got to wait days for it to fully dry before you spray it all on. So we're going to get the full term out of the wax oil, and the main thing is to just give it a bit more life. And the wax oil is designed to stop the rust in its track. Like, we're not here to fully remove certain areas of rust that is that deep and that far gone. We're just here to clean it, get rid of as much as we can, and then stop it in its tracks with the wax oil and make it last a good 7 years.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Shall we get started?
Let's go get started.
So, fill her up.
Oh. Look how it's taken it off. I didn't even know there was paint there. I thought that was just all horrible rusty stuff, but you can see that's clean.
That's actually old wax oil as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's been previously wax treated.
Okay. But look how clean that looks.
So,
should we try this bit?
Yeah, when sometimes if you just spend a bit more time on the areas, you can really cut into it.
Okay.
You can see like here, that's got wax oil on it from someone spraying wax oil. Don't go too close to it though.
Okay.
And generally try and use the other nozzle, the wider nozzle for plastics, because it cuts a bit better. But yeah, like in here,
like that will
really
look quite cool.
Yeah. Yeah, just fire away.
Yeah.
Same with like the dry shaft boots.
Yeah.
Just come back a bit.
Okay. And this bit? Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I mean that's fine, but yeah, you just best thing to do is start further away and then work your way in when you see fit.
It's just incredible. I didn't even know there was a bolt there. Look at that. We've cleaned that up. I did know there was a bolt there, but I would have thought that bolt's too corrosive to even undo. It'll probably snap, but you can see what we've done in there, all in these little notches. Like you would spend hours with a sand brush, a wire brush, trying to get in these little bits and pieces, trying to get out all of the crusty bits. This thing, it's so satisfying seeing it go on and killing everything in its way. It's brilliant. Look at the difference between non-ice blasted, ice blasted. All this has been ice blasted. Look at that.
Incredible how it's just eating away at all of that old wax oil that's been put on there in its previous life. Now we're just removing it all so we can add better and newer wax oil to it. But it's got, and you can see the Samson marks in it. Like that. And the plastics are coming out so good. It'll be brand new under it.
Do a bit of the bike?
Well, ice blast my bike?
I'll do it if you want. I'll do a little bit.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Is that?
I do mine all the time.
Really?
Why is it any different to your car?
Well, it's true. It's true. That costs more than my car. Wow. Ice blasted your mountain bike.
The thing with, you know, if you were to just wipe this with a cloth and some product, when it dries it still looks stainy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
This cuts into the plastic and brings out the dirt that's embedded, like on the plastic trims inside your car and your door cards.
Yeah.
If you were to just wipe it with a cloth and some product, it just wipes the surface.
And it builds up after months and months of cleaning.
Whereas this cuts into it.
It cuts into, look at that. There's no damage, no, oh wow. Okay, look at that. Next up on the cutting board, the rims. Do you reckon it's going to pierce through all of this corrosion and stuff?
Hopefully.
My beautiful human beings, I just want to point out how clean that chassis leg is. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. Spot the difference, hey? Wow. You said we got 100 kilos of dry ice. Now how far would that go? Would that do this whole truck?
Yeah.
It would, yeah.
Well, I mean, usually I would say 100 to 150 just to be safe. But obviously it depends on the condition.
Well, this is really bad.
Yeah.
So it could go a little bit more. Now, how long would it take you to do a truck like this?
In this condition, full days, 2 days.
2 days?
Maximum.
Okay. That's heavy graft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's a constant not stop.
Yeah,
To stop to fill it, and you're
Yeah.
doing it on your own.
Yeah, sometimes I have someone else with me, but
Yeah.
pretty much what we're doing,
Yeah, just
chop or come and
Yeah.
my partner will come and I'll maybe go and walk the dog and have my lunch for an hour or so.
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a good 8-hour shift at least.
So to get, for the people in the UK, and I guess anywhere else, but if you're in the UK, if you have an old truck like this, or a car that you need restoring or sealing, it'll take you roughly 2 days work to do it, about 100, 150 kilos of dry
Yeah.
ice to go for it. But at the end result, you get something like this. You can see the total difference between this side compared to this crusty old side, where you look at a truck when you buy something and you're like, you've totally turned it away.
Yeah.
Your nose goes up, you're like, I ain't buying this truck.
Yeah.
But if you
And I
take
mean,
into consideration the
it's
price.
not brand new now,
It's
but
not- yeah.
it's got rid of all oxidation, all surface rust, chip paint,
Yeah.
previous wax oil that was on there.
Yeah,
And now it's in a perfect state to be able to treat it,
to treat again.
to preserve it. It's very satisfying though, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
I notice you've been swapping hands, it gets hard.
It does get high, get like arm pump.
It's great for me biking because I never get arm pump or grip fatigue.
Really, yeah.
Because of this.
Because of this.
But when I'm doing a full day, by the end of it, I can't lift my arms because my
Oh,
shoulders.
your shoulders are dead. Right, hop is empty.
I'll
fill
fill
it.
it up and off you go.
Off me go. I need some Jimmy's iced coffee. It was all hands on deck as the job had escalated. We had now decided to refurbish the rims, so Carl was masking them up and ready for paint, whilst I was cracking on with all the ice blasting, and Leo got his hands dirty and started painting the brake calipers black. This turd was getting polished. Come on. So we've stopped because we've run out of dry ice.
We have. I underestimated. This is the first time not having enough ice has been an issue.
What happened? Well, Colin, he's got a dirty backside, that's what he has. He's got a dirty backside. But we're in the process of doing other things now, but this is a hard graft of pretty much day one of working on this thing underneath. And I'm blown away on how it looks after just, a couple of hours underneath here. The front end is super cool. Calipers all painted black. These calipers can go black in a minute. Yeah, it's cool. But you can see all the stuff underneath, what the ice blasting does. Cleans it right up, isn't it?
Yep. So obviously we've cleaned there, but here, so that's what it looked like. That's obviously factory body seal.
Yeah.
It's had wax oil in the past as well.
Yeah.
See, that's all going to come off and reveal the original chassis,
Yeah.
and then we'll treat it.
Then treat it. Oh, it looks bloody good, doesn't it?
It's even the little things like, look at the plastic, the rubber bump stop.
Yeah, looks brand new. I was like,
Brand new.
compared to that bugger.
But that's covered in wax oil as well.
Yeah.
That's why it's like that.
Now we're moving on to spraying some wheels,
Yep.
prepping them, prep the grille, because I want to Raptor that black.
It's quite, it makes me laugh though, you've brought your own Raptor paint
I
in a
did.
can, and I'm a Raptor paint specialist.
Yeah, I was like, well, you know, I didn't expect to, you know, take over the workshop, so I brought the things I bought. And spray a few plastics, the wheels, the plastic center caps. I want to Raptor them black, so.
And me and Leo found a little treat, surprise, that will be going on said vehicle at the end.
Okay. I'm well excited. Well, on that note, I reckon we should crack on, prep some plastics, and I'm going to do some filling and painting there. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Clean.
Clean. Nice.
Get in there.
Nice. Like it. This is getting there. Yeah. I don't want to know what's behind there. Well, I got a hole here. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna cut this bit out and put a new plate in there. But this is all rotten. But it's okay. We can fix it. That's why I brought my welder. Oh yeah, this, oh, look at that. The Goodyear Wrangler, man. On a Land Cruiser. Wrangler, that is, Jeep Wrangler, yeah? Yeah. That stuff's incredible. He didn't even wash it, he just wiped it on. Bloody hell.
Your secret project was Blake.
Yeah, secret project. He doesn't know. Play.
Yeah. Whoa! Look at that! Hey, actually, oh, this.
Do we show that bit?
Yeah, go on. We look at the sticker. The stickers are just paper. Look, it just ripped it all off.
Well, I'll sort that bit.
Oh, dude, that looks actually quite cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, different.
It 100% is different.
Colour matches the.
It does
Visor.
match the visor. That actually looks really good. Freshly refurbed wheel. Look at that. The Goodyear Wrangler going on a Land Cruiser. Well, we've done that. We've done. What's this? It says Colin. I'm surprised you didn't say colon.
What are you trying to say? My English grammar's not very good.
Your England is great. That's freaking cool. Look at that. Colin. Oh no!
That was one of the little surprises.
Yeah, I was wondering.
We were being a bit sheepish yesterday.
Yeah, you were, and I was like, what's going on? Actually, that looks way better, doesn't it? That looks way better.
Yeah, it's clean and all ties in and with Colin.
With Colin. Look at that. Toyota. Colin. Toyota.
Put the bottom one on.
I haven't got a bottom one.
You only have 2 nuts?
2 nuts, yeah. Oh, look at that. They turn. Are they still wet?
No.
Oh. That's going to look so good. Should we got the badge?
That one, she's got lacquer.
She's lacquer, Chana. Oh my gosh.
You can give that a polish off as well later on.
Paint that back. Oh my gosh. It's just begging to have bumpers done now.
It's begging. Actually looks fantastic.
It does, doesn't it? And then with the centre cap, should I put... Is it wet? Still wet.
Cool.
So we've slammed Colin. He's now a non-lifted Land Cruiser. No, what we're doing is, well, the Royal We, Kyle over there, he wants to give this thing a good old polish. And
it's just more of a temporary measure, isn't it? Because
yeah, just polishing the turd a little bit more. But we're still waiting on the dry ice, so we thought we could kind of work his magic on the paintwork, because it is seen better days. You can look at just like it's been washed by a Brillo pad. The whole car has been washed by a Brillo pad.
And just a disclaimer, normally we would fully clean, we would clay bar as well to remove bits of tar. Obviously you want the surface as clean as possible, because when we start machine polishing, if there's anything on there, it can remove it and then scratch it as it's going around. But like I say, polishing the turd is the running theme.
Yeah, listen to that.
So that will go.
But look at all the scratches.
See, a lot of this is just like tree sap.
Ah, okay. Look at this here. What is this?
In fact, you can smell it.
Oh, look at that.
Obviously,
Compared to that, though.
there's very deep scratches in there, but we've removed all that, what looked like tree sap, and you can feel that. It's getting better.
So, have a look at this side.
Yeah, look at that door.
Yeah.
This panel.
And I've just done the archway. The arch.
Oh, look at the good. Hey? Wow. This is a totally different car. Well, it's not, but
It's a totally different turd.
it's a totally different turd. Yeah, look how, yeah. And then bonnet looks great. And then look at all of that. Wow. This is a healthy turd. Oh.
What?
What happened?
I wasn't expecting that. Lost my voice. What the fudge?
That's black. It's
I
not grey.
I wasn't expecting that.
What, and you just used the same?
Yeah.
Look at the other side. Look at that.
What?
Whoa. We need to take these off now and paint these.
I'm going.
Look at that. How OCD are you with letters being straight?
That's why I'm holding it, and I'm really annoyed about the tyre
Oh.
fluttering, not being straight. Yep.
Yep.
You just moved.
I did tonight. There.
There.
There. So Carl suggested we do some wheelie competitions. And I said that would be really good. Let's do it. Because we're still waiting for ice and I'm waiting for paint to dry. Jump into manual wheelie.
Oh, it's here! Yes!
Yes!
Quick!
All systems go.
We have ice!
We have faith. Hello. All right. He's not as excited as we are.
Yes! We have ice.
No way.
What?
Yo, dude. There's nothing. It's melted. It's not in here.
Are you saying it's melted? I was like, oh no. This is, you bugger you. Why you do that to me, man? It's cold. Don't do that.
That was funny, I'm sorry.
I was literally like, oh no.
He actually turned around, was like,
What a joker. What a joker.
right, get that roof done.
Been a long old 2.5 days, but we've finished the engine bay, and to be honest I was a little bit nervous and apprehensive because of wiring and but you've done an incredible job here. And it's actually, we've literally polished a turd, and I don't think it's a turd anymore. I don't think it's a turd. Actually, let us know in the comments, is Colin still a turd? What do you reckon?
Well, because it's mechanically sound,
Yeah.
we've cleaned it, so
Yeah.
it's not a turd anymore. I don't
No,
think.
it is beautiful. It's beautiful. I think it's time to seal it.
Yes.
Should we talk about the sealing? The sealing? The sealing.
So obviously I use various different products.
Yeah.
We are a Lanagard application centre.
Yeah. Now there is, for the folks out there, it's not fully down to metal. They'll be like, oh no, that's rust, you're covering over paint. But this has a rust, what do you call it? Converters. Yeah.
Well, all the rust products, wax oils, they're designed to stop the rust dead in its path.
Okay.
Because obviously we could remove subframes, axles, suspension components and sandblast them, laser blast them, but that takes a lot of time, a lot of labour, money.
Mm-hmm.
You see laser blasters doing it with the components on the car, but it's so dangerous because if you hit any electrical components,
Yeah.
yeah, it brings it back to bare metal.
Yeah.
It does a better job, but when you're doing it on cars that aren't really worth much money, or
more than what it's worth. Like it'll cost more than what the truck's worth.
So yeah, it's designed to stop rust dead in its tracks. So when you see people, well, us and other companies spraying product over rust, people comment saying, but there's rust there.
Yeah.
But we're trying to make the best out of a bad situation 9 times out of 10.
Cool. Right. That's a wealth of knowledge right there.
Yes.
I'm learning a lot.
I could go on for longer, but I won't.
All right.
Let's go.
Up on the lift. Let's get spraying. Wow, there's a lot of spraying to do, so I reckon just run a time lapse because we're going to be here for a while. Right, there we go. She's all painted. Well, I should say he is all painted. And the sun is not going to shine under here because it's it's dark. But I think we've done a bloody good job.
We have.
I think this is the most protected Colorado 95 series in the UK.
100%.
Hey, it's the cleanest underneath. It was probably the dirtiest one with quite a lot of rust, and we've come all this way and we've protected it. Kyle, I reckon that's it. I reckon we should get the wheels on.
Yes.
Start it.
Oh,
Move
yes,
it.
Yes.
And give it a bit of a dust, even though we've polished it, but it needs a dust.
Good work, mate.
Good work, dude. Oh, I really appreciate it and all your knowledge and help.
I appreciate your help. You've done a lot as well.
Yeah, I didn't want you to do it all because it's a hard job. I reckon, should we get it down and should we put the wheels on?
Yes.
Go on then. Let's go. Wow. Compared to what it used to be like, hey, saying we polished a turd, it's no longer a turd.
I mean,
I think it's this flying swan.
The initial plan was to ice blast.
Just ice blast.
And we've polished, we've refurbished the wheels.
We've Raptored this, we've Raptored a few plastic bits over here. Look at the wheel. I do need new wheel nuts.
You do now.
Because then, yeah,
Black.
I need some
Or
chromey
silver.
one. Or silver, yeah. Or blue. Anyway.
Look at the wheel arches from here. Just look at them.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you can see the chassis and everything.
It's like brand new. It's brand new. I can't. I'm literally. Thank you so much. It's been a hell of a learning curve working on this truck, but then to top it off, we're coming all the way up here, 5.5 hour drive, up in Penrith to Kyle at Eden Valley Automotive for ice blasting. It's been so good. I'm a bit emotional because,
yeah, me too.
dude, it's
come a long way.
It has come a long way. Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. It's bloody good. I should fucking. It's so good. Man, if you want to get involved with some ice blasting, protect the underneath of your car, then look up Kyle at Eden Valley Automotive. It's something good, and it's also to protect your car, to prolong its life. And if you're into 4x4ing and all of that rad jazz, then it's all about protecting the underneath of your car, not just the paintwork, because that's going to get scratched, and the patina.
And underneath.
But to protect the underneath of your car, I think it's wise, because you love your truck, and I love my truck. And I'm going to show you underneath. Ooh. Oh, how good is that? 3 days in the shop. 3 days. Thank you so much.
It's what time? 8:15.
8:15 in the PM.
Long day.
Long day. Don't forget to give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow Kyle as well. Linked all in the description. Should we hit the road? We should hit the road for pizzas, because that's where we're going.
We are.
You ready?
Let's go.
We got to lock up.
We do.
We do.